guess who finally went grocery shopping? It was me. I did. And yes, I do deserve a cookie. I don't have those, so I'm gonna eat a donut. These are so good. Not for you, but they're still good. I'm definitely no expert at grocery shopping. We all know that. But I did move out of my family home a few months ago, and it went from a family of 5 to just me. So it is definitely different, and I'm hoping this can help you out if you're in the same boat. If you happen to live near an Aldi, I definitely recommend to start shopping there for most of your food. The prices are drastically better. Starting with protein, I went ahead and grabbed this organic 100% grass-fed ground beef. I got 2 pounds. Each pound is $6.19. And if you're looking for a quick and easy meal idea with the ground beef, just brown it with some taco seasoning or with this Japanese barbecue sauce and throw it on top of some white rice. I got this from Walmart. I'm lazy, I know. It's a boil in the bag. You can definitely save a lot more money if you just get the big bags of jasmine rice or white rice, whatever you please, and just make it in a rice cooker. Sticking with the protein, I just got these thin sliced chicken breasts. I'm kind of picky when it comes to chicken breast. I have to like cut it up in small pieces because I get scared cooking it, and that's something I need to get over. It's literally chicken. You can do whatever you want with it. I think I'm gonna make quesadillas this week and just chop it up with some fajita veggies. And then with the other half of the chicken, I might serve with these bite-sized potatoes and these sauteed green beans. I just grabbed these from my freezer, but I definitely got these from Trader Joe's. That is another store that I would recommend if it is in your area. They have a ton of ready-to-eat meals, and I'd like to think that they're pretty budget-friendly. I'm kind of iffy when it comes to deli meat. I don't like to eat a sandwich every day, and like I said, I cook for one, so it's kind of hard to get through a whole package before it goes bad. But I'm gonna try to commit to sandwiches and maybe possibly omelets. I don't know, but I just got some turkey. I think it was $3.45. And if I am going to be making sandwiches, I like to use this bread from Dave's Killer Bread. I know it's not necessarily budget friendly, but it is good. And if I buy cheap bread, I won't eat it. So I like the Good Seed bread. It has great macros, 5 grams of protein per slice, and you get all of these awesome little things on the front that I'm not about to read. I also got a whole bunch of packets of tuna. I know some people freak out when they see this. I usually get Star-Kissed, but this is what they have at Aldi, and they're 69 cents a pouch. And it's just such a quick and easy protein source, 70 calories and 16 grams of protein. Are you kidding? So I throw a couple of these, mix it up, and make some tuna salad, throw it on a sandwich, or throw it in a bowl with rice. Or just eat it by itself. It's very quick, very easy. Since we're on the protein kick, I'm gonna go ahead and say, get your eggs. I actually got mine from Walmart the other day because I needed them the day I was in Walmart, but I usually get them from Aldi. Sorry, I got distracted. I just found out someone's having a baby. That's awesome. Next, I got rolled oats. I was one to go for the little pre-packaged bags of oats, but this will save you a pretty penny. These are, I can't read. I actually can't read. It's a lot of words. $3.95 for this big old thing, 42 ounces of oats. What I like to do to make these yummy is throw a little spoonful of almond butter right here, which you can also get at Aldi for probably cheaper than Justin's. I like to put whipped topping, the humbling version of Cool Whip. Yes, it's like $1 or something. And I put it in the freezer, so it has like a little bit of an ice cream consistency. I put a little spoonful in. It's really not that bad, but it makes all the difference. I don't know, that little scoop makes me happy, so I'm gonna do it. I also like to drizzle honey over top, and that is something else I had to buy today because I needed a re-up. This big old thing of honey was $7.49, and I think it's pretty good for raw honey because honey can get pretty pricey. I like how it's focusing on my face. Okay, there we go. Typically I would have to buy fruit, but I already have my strawberries and blueberries in my fridge. I also keep bananas on hand at all time because I like to have a banana for pre-workout with a little bit of honey. I did grab this bag of mini avocados. I think there are around 6 of these in here for a total of $3.39. Which I think is pretty good. I like to add these to my beef and rice bowls just to add some healthy fats or to my breakfast sandwiches. If you have a hard time trying to figure out if your avocados are ripe or maybe you can't get through them as quickly as you'd like, there are also these little packets that you can get. I would not say this is the most cost friendly, but if you're not worried about that, you can definitely get these little packets and they last literally forever because they're literally packaged for a single use. And these are great, again, for breakfast sandwiches or just to have on the side of a meal. Next, I got caramel corn rice cakes. Okay, I used to be obsessed with the caramel rice cakes. They're a nice little sweet treat, and you can throw some peanut butter on top, which I also got. I got creamy peanut butter, and this is the one you need to get because It doesn't have all that BS in it, which, yes, I still eat BS, but if I can avoid it and still enjoy it, I'm going to be getting that better option. This just has literally dry roasted organic peanuts and sea salt. That's all you need. But as you can see, it's very liquidy, just like how the almond butter would be because it's all natural. But it's great. It would be perfect to drizzle over your oats or to spread on top of your rice cakes for a quick little treat. These rice cakes were $3.25. They did also have a sea salt option if you prefer the savory route. This organic peanut butter is $4.39. I got some dates. I got this big old bag of dates because I'm finally starting to understand the hype, but I have to make them a certain way. I was extremely skeptical trying this at first, but they're actually so good. I take the dates, I slit them open, and I put some peanut butter inside the crevice. And then I actually take some pistachios right here, and I just top it with that, and I throw them in the freezer, and I have a nice little snack that resembles Snickers. Don't knock it till you try it now. I made my friends try it and they thought it was good too. It looks disgusting, but it is so good and definitely the healthier option. It's an alternative, okay? Also, for snacking, I got this energy bar. I guess they're supposed to be like Cliff Bars. I don't know. I actually haven't had these yet, so can't really say anything, but they look dope. This one looked really good. I got the macadamia, or the white chocolate macadamia nut. Wow, I can't turn my hand around like that. Can y'all see it? I used to get the Cliff Bars, and I know that they're a bit overpriced, so I will say $5.49 for 6 bars is pretty fair. Next few things are kind of unnecessary, you might think, but they make me happy, so don't judge me. We have feta to top our avocado toast with, which is so bomb if you use that toast and avocado, obviously, feta, this sriracha specifically from Tabasco. I get mine from Kroger. I'm sure other places have it, but that's where I get mine. And I also like to use this everything but elote seasoning and this spicy honey sauce. Oh my goodness. From Trader Joe's. It seems like a lot, but I call it my sexy toast. It's so good. It makes me happy and it never fails. The feta was $1.99 from Aldi. And of course, I got cream cheese for my bagels and breakfast sandwiches because I'm a whore for some cream cheese. $1.99. I also like to snack on cheese, specifically Colby Jack, and instead of getting the cubes for like $3, I just get the big block and cut it myself, and the block is $1.95. I just had to change the battery on you. Are you good? Are you okay? Can you stay out for the rest of this? Am I yapping too much? Do I need to rush it? I think I need to rush it. Something that I got a couple weeks ago that I came back for was this tzatziki with Greek yogurt. I got the dill-based one last time, but I didn't see it this time around. This one is the spinach artichoke, which I'm sure is just as good. But what I did like to do with the last one was mix it with some rotisserie chicken that was pre-shredded that I had also found there, which I couldn't find this time. But I could just grill some chicken, put some of the tzatziki, and a little pita or a little naan. Man, it's just so good. It's so good. The tzatziki dip was $3.39. Something I probably really didn't need and I've never had before, but just caught my eye was the pickle de gallo from Grillo's Pickles. And if y'all know about Grillo's, their pickles are real good. This is what it looks like. I love stuff that's pre-mixed like this because then I don't have to go out and buy all the separate ingredients and mix it myself. $3.99 for this to me is worth it because I will throw it in a beef and rice bowl and make it a burger bowl. Throw some mustard on it or whatever you want, and there you go. You got a burger in a bowl, baby. That was most of the food that I bought this time around. Of course, I already have stuff in my fridge and pantry, like milk, which I have to re-up on like every week. I prefer Fairlife, but you could also just get any milk you want. This is just what I prefer because it's so good. Just so good. If you are struggling to add some protein to your meals in a quick and easy way, I will suggest getting some egg whites, maybe cottage cheese, some Greek yogurt. Those are all good options. I did see some of my friends drinking some yogurt drinks to get some protein in. I do not fuck with this one. I'm not a big fan, but it's just not sweet enough for me. But if you're not into the super sweet yogurt, then this might be good for you. When it comes to sauces, Aldi has some great alternatives that are cheaper than the name brand. Or if you're like me and you just get sick of the same old all the time and you want to switch up your sauces and get all saucy, go to the dollar section at Walmart, or not the dollar section, but there's a section of sauce that's $1. And they're this size. They look teeny tiny, but this will last you quite a few meals. And I think they're well worth the $1. You get to try them and not splurge like $6 or $7 on a bottle of sauce that you don't even like. So it's kind of fun. It keeps things spunky. I also have been enjoying adding kimchi to my beef and rice bowls randomly, or my eggs. Don't know, did not think it'd be something I like, but again, it has a whole bunch of stuff in it. This is garlic, greens, and spicy red pepper. So you don't even have to do all the work to add the flavor. You just got the different textures, it's perfect, and it lasts forever. The camera is overheating, which is its way of telling me to shut the fuck up, so I think this is where we end it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I can make more like this. Leave a comment down below for videos that you'd like to see in the future, and subscribe if you love me. And if you don't, I still love you. Good night.